So far, I have listed 8 of the group members that belong to the Zizian cult. Now, under my Zizian playlist, they're all listed Ziz 1, Ziz 2, on up. However, today we will be talking about a 9th member. Now, if you don't remember or haven't read about it or recall, Gwen, Jack, and Loving Not Hating, I have to say that, Loving Not Hating Somni, they all went to the Westminster Woods, an outdoor place for children. It's like a camping site in Occidental. Now, they were wearing their folk mask, those anonymous masks, and they claimed that they were protesting a, quote, cover-up for child molestation by one or more people, end quote. It wasn't clear on the person or the people that they were trying to expose. However, they were there to bring awareness that a child or children were being molested. And this picture right here of Gwen Danielson is the only one that I could find publicly. So, and this is a mugshot. So this is when, the Ziz members would get arrested at this camping ground. So Jack, aka the head of the Ziz, who faked his own death, pretending to have went overboard and the whole nine, less than 2 months later he was arrested because this non-violent vegan, or should I say these non-violent vegans, they just can't seem to keep themselves out of trouble. He wasn't the only one who had faked his own death. So did Gwen, but for different reasons. So Gwen would fake his death because he no longer wanted to be in the cult, pretending he had unalived himself. Now, you guys know, I have to say that word, unalived. I can't say the S word. Only bigger content creators that won't get any points can say that word, and their videos won't be removed. So I can't say the S word because people say, stop saying that, you're not speaking the right English, yada yada. So he unalived himself, or he pretended he unalived himself. Gwen, with the help of an underground network that specialized in rescuing individuals from high control groups like the Ziz. Okay? So Gwen said, quote, "It was a strategy without its toll. The agony of leaving loved ones who believed I was truly gone. I couldn't risk contacting anyone. Every call, every message could have exposed me," end quote. So Gwen left because of a disagreement he had with other people. Now, this is something that Gwen's father was telling a reporter, that, Gwen left because their political ideologies about killing animals, was just as violent as killing people. And therefore, everybody is guilty of violence. And that is probably what led them to self-justification in their own violence. You see? So basically, it was like, okay, we as the regular people, not part of the Zizians. So there's the Zizians and then there's the other people. So we are the other people. And a lot of us, eat meat, eat fish, chicken, all that stuff. And they believe that's a form of us being violent because we are killing, animals for our food source, or even using animal byproducts that might have something to have done with an animal. Whether it was animal tested or whatever, it still has something to do with an animal. Whether you're wearing a leather belt, right? Or you have leather seats in your car, still has something to do with an animal. Now, I don't know how high, vegans they are. Because a lot of people just talk. I'm sorry, but they do. They get on my nerves. But they just talk. But, these Zizians better not have a leather belt on. And these Zizians better not be using eyeliner that was tested on an animal. They better not, okay? But anyway, so they just figured that them killing people was their justification, like they really didn't care. So Gwen now supposedly lives under a new identity, and I did read in an article not too long ago that at that time, I guess he was some type of construction worker. So, he's now telling his story about this secretive, manipulative cult that has a long time history of pursuing those who try to leave. Let me just tell you a little bit more about Gwen. Gwen is transgendered and legally became a woman in 2017, according to court papers. So I'm gathering that Gwen got the whole, surgery. Gwen speaks a lot about the difference in the way between the mental estrogen versus testosterone. Now, I didn't really understand that too much. I don't know if Gwen was trying to say, I believe Gwen may be trying to say that the estrogen that women give off might be less of a violent nature. I'm assuming now than testosterone. I'm assuming. I don't know. Women are just as violent. Biological women can be just as violent as men. And we know this. But I don't know why Gwen was even speaking about that, but speaks on that a lot. I guess because, he went through, allegedly, with the surgery or whatever. So the Ziz group attracted followers with promises of enlightenment and personal growth. But beneath its benign facade lay a web of manipulation and control. Isn't that all groups? They all start off promising. Even the most recent one that was in the headlines not too long ago, Carbonation, it all started off promising and it turns crazy. Just like Jim Jones, and Jonestown. Jim Jones in Jonestown. It started off promising and then it turned crazy. I mean, you can't say, look, we're going to starve you. We're going to beat your ass. We're going to take all your money. You can't talk to anyone. And you might be murdered here. Would you like to join? They might get 2 members that would join, but they have to put on a front to get you in the door. And once they got you, they got you. So the Zizian cult first gained attention in early 2000s. I was not aware that they've been going strong for, over 20 years, presenting itself as a spiritual and self-improvement community founded by the leader, Marcus Zizik. Hint, the word Ziz. So I suppose Jack, the one I call the head Ziz in charge, Zach is the face of the Zizians, or at least, the media has made him the face. Because let me tell you, right now we're talking about the 9th Zizian, but I'm coming back with the 10th Zizian. So there are, I think, a lot of Zizians. They've been going for over 20 years of Zizians, yeah. But they're just now, coming into the limelight because some of these Zizians, are out of freaking control. So Mark Zizik, he is the founder of this group. And I have to find him. I have to do a little bit more digging because right now he's hard to... I wonder if he likes philosophy, right? Or was it sociology? One of them. I wonder which one he likes, or both of them. And does he have a lot of money? Because all these people have to have a lot of money. And I'm taking that the Danielsons, they have a lot of money too, because that's why Gwen is a part of this association, or was a part of this association. Definitely. But I think that, I believe that the media has made Jack the head Ziz, because it seems to be a lot of them. Or maybe they branch off in different cliques and they have different people. I don't know. You guys, when I post one of these videos here, I am literally finding it out, just as you. It's so much. It is so much. So over the years, the cult expanded rapidly, establishing secluded communes and training centers around the world. So the Ziz is nationwide. Members were subjected to rigorous routines, including daily routines like forced labor and financial contributions. Well, we know that, how all these people are going to eat, if they don't bring their money. And it's not a for self thing, right? So former cult members have revealed that the cult operated under strict hierarchy, with Zizek and his inner circle wielding absolute power. The group maintained an elaborate system of secrecy. Outsiders were considered threats, and communication with the outside world was heavily monitored. Gwen said, dissent was not tolerated, and those who questioned the group's teaching often face harsh punishments, including isolation and psychological abuse. So, yet it hasn't been no physical abuse towards each other, but you guys, I'm only the 9th video in. So we will see, right? We will see. Gwen would speak on the reasons why he actually got out the cult, besides the killing the animal thing. Okay, he would talk about the indoctrination process, which involved intense group rituals, emotional abuse, and gradual separation from friends and family. Quote, they made me believe the outside world was evil. Leaving wasn't just discouraged, it was life-threatening. And Gwen still fears for his life today. So maybe Gwen probably is going under another name, but now that his story is thrown into the limelight now and we're all talking about it, the fear is there more than ever, because now they're figuring out that Gwen did not unlive himself by dangling. I'll have to use that word. By dangling, they know that he is alive, so he feels that there might be some, retaliation against him, maybe even family members, because these people are nutcases. So he's scared right now. He's very scared. And, with what they do, I guess you have a right to be scared. Yeah, you have a right to be scared. But we know Michelle, aka Jamie, was the one that planned to put a hit out on the parents, because the money and the property and, the estate would have been left to Jamie. But it's tied up because Jamie was behind it. It's tied up. So very interesting to know. And a lot of the other ones that was able to leave, how did they leave? I guess they left and they got the gist of it. They got, maybe called a lot, maybe stalked. Nobody else has come out and said anything but Gwen. And again, I will look more into it as I go further down this rat hole. I will look more into it. I don't know. This is just very interesting to me. It was. When you hear about a vegan, transgendered, well-to-do group of people that are terrorizing the community for whatever it is that they need at that moment. Yeah, it's like, damn, okay, this is how they're doing it? And it's wild. It's wild. And I know it probably started off innocent, like it was supposed to be an empowerment thing for people that want to transgender, because I thought it was just men wanting to be women, but no, it's women wanting to be men too. And then they have people that are just heterosexual, because remember the couple that came in together. So they were targeting a lot of people, and a lot of people were willingly going with them. But when they got in there, I guess they were scared to get out. They made them, I guess, scared to get out. So definitely I will be back with another one, and very soon, because I'm looking at it now, and I'll be back with, the 10th member. The 10th member. And definitely I want to find out a little bit more on the one that founded Marcus, the one that founded this group, because right now we just speak about Jack, but I want to really find out more about him. Very little bit of information, but I have to do a little bit more digging, and I'm pretty sure I will find out. But no, the next video after this one will be about the 10th member.